Hello students, welcome again. Today I am going to discuss about the 11th and 12th main of exercise 5.1. Okay. Already I solved 10 mains. In this main I am going to discuss about 11th as well as 12th. So let me read the 11th main, or 11th question you can say. So in the following figure means in the following figure is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2 question mark, give reason. So he is asking whether angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2 or not. You have to decide whether it is adjacent or not, and you have to say whether yes or no. If angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent, you have to write yes. If they are not, then you have to write no. If yes, then why yes. If it is no, why no. You have to write reason also. Okay. What do you mean by adjacent angles? In every question I used to repeat the conditions which the two angles need to meet to be called as adjacent angles. They are: first one, to call any two angles as adjacent angles, first condition, they should have a common vertex. ಎರಡು angles ನಡುಬರಕ ಒಂದು common vertex ಇರಬೇಕು. Second condition, both should have a common arm. ಎರಡನೇ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಎರಡೂ angles ನಡುಬರಕ ಒಂದು common arm ಇರಬೇಕು. Third condition, that common arm must be between the two non-common arm. ಆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಈ ಮೂರು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೋ ಅಂಥ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ? ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮೈನ್ ನಾವು. ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ 1 is here, ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ 2 is here. Just by looking at the figure only you can tell these two are not adjacent, they are non-adjacent, because first condition only angle 1 angle 2 fails. What is the first condition? Common vertex. Where is the common vertex? Angle 1 and angle 2 don't have a common vertex. They don't have a common vertex. Even though they share a common arm, ಎರಡು ನಡುವೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಅದ. ಈ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಎರಡೂದ್ರ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ arm with another end. It is not between the two arm. So in first condition only it fails. So our answer is no. In a following figure is angle 1 adjacent angle 2? No. Give reason. Angle 1 and angle 2 don't have common vertex. They don't have a common vertex. Now let's move towards a 12th question. So the 12th question states that find the value of the angles x, y and z in each of the following. So in your textbook these two figures are given. In 12th again two questions are there, first one and second one. Both are separate questions. You need to find the value of angle x, angle ಎಷ್ಟದ, angle y ಎಷ್ಟದ, angle z ಎಷ್ಟದ, and only one hint is given, only one reading is given in the question, that is one angle 55 degree here. Okay, first I will deal with the first one. So what you need to do, you should not use the protractor. Don't take protractor and don't try to measure the angles given in the textbook. That is a wrong way. Here you need to use the principles you have studied. In principles, the angles made on a straight line is always equal to 180 degree. Second one, vertically opposite angles are equal. Remember, vertically opposite angles are always equal. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ 55 degree ಅದ. For this angle, which is vertically opposite angle? X is the vertically opposite angle. x is the vertical opposite angle to 55 degree. So just by looking at the figure only, you can say x is also 55 degree. X is also 55 degree. So I got first x is equal to 55 degree. How? Because vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle. Right. Next, once you get it's a 55 degree, you can observe. Here also you can observe. These two angles, 55 degree and y, are completely made on this straight line. These two angles cover a whole straight line. Am I right? You can observe here. These two angles cover a straight line. Both are made completely on a straight line, and we always know straight line always means a 180 degree. So complete is 180 degree. If in this complete 180 degree, if 55 is covered, how much is the remaining? How much is given? 180 minus 55, no? Therefore, y is equals to 180 degree. 180 degree minus 55 degree. How much? 180 degree minus 55 will give you how much? 125. Therefore, y becomes a 125. Now, how to find the z? Z is vertically opposite to y, no? This y and z are vertically opposite. Therefore, y equal to z. Therefore, z is also equal to, you can write a straight angle here or straight line, because straight line. In the bracket you can write the reason, because straight line. Here z is also equal to 125 degree because vertically opposite to y, because vertically opposite to y. This is the way how you can calculate x, y and z. X is 55 degree, y is 125 degree, and z is also 125. X is 55 degree because it is a vertically opposite to this angle, and y and this 55 degree both makes a 180 degree. Therefore, if I remove 55 from this 180, I will get the y. So 125 degree I got, and this y and z are vertically opposite. Therefore, z also becomes a 125 degree. Next, move to second question. Here, look here. This 40 and z are vertically opposite, but remember, this x and y are not vertically. These x and y are not vertically opposite. Why? Because look here. This is another line here. This angle x plus 25 is vertically opposite to y. Okay. Vertically opposite lines are only made when two lines cross each other. When two lines cross each other, but this line is just meeting here, it is not crossing now. Therefore, this x plus 25 is equal to y, 40 is equal to z, because vertically opposite. Directly you can write z equal to 40 degree because vertically opposite. Once you get z, you can observe here. Once you get z, you can observe this 40 and y are completely made on a straight line. So you know straight line is always how much? It's a 180. So already 40 degree is covered. So how much y should cover? Y is equal to 180 degree minus 40 degree, which is equal to 140 degree. So I got y. Y is how much? 140 degree. but I know this y is equal to x plus 25. This y is equal to x plus 25. So x is going to be how much? Or you can also find the value of x like this. This complete is 180. This complete is 180. 40 plus 25 is how much? 65. How much I should add to make it 180? Okay. X is equal to 180 minus 40 plus 25 is how much? 65. 180 minus 65 is how much? 115. So I got x, y as well as z value. Likewise, you have to use a vertical opposite angle as well as a straight line always forms a 180 degree angle. These two principles to find the remaining angles. Okay, thank you and all. See you all in the next main. Bye.